Well, good Tuesday evening, everyone. Was it hot enough out there for you today? 97 officially at Bushfield, 98 at Daniel Field. This morning, we just barely got into the 70s for low temperatures at Daniel Field. It was very close to actually them seeing a low temperature in the 80s. Just really unbearable heat and humidity most of today. But luckily, we do have a cold front moving in. So this is what's brought us a good batch of thunderstorms and what's also going to help drop our temperatures a little bit over the next couple of days. I wanted to briefly show this though, because I thought this was very impressive. So this is what our heat index was today here in Augusta. So by around 10 a.m., we were already feeling like the mid 90s. 11 a.m. we were up to 102, and most of the afternoon we were feeling like between 100 and 110. Now look at what happens between 3 and 4 o'clock. This was actually when we were looking at a gust front from a thunderstorm north of Augusta that pushed through. Didn't really bring us didn't bring us a strong thunderstorm, but it did bring us some rain-cooled air. So take a look at that temperature drop between 3 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. About 14 degrees cooler once that gust front did push through. And currently speaking, we're currently feeling like 82 degrees right now here in Augusta, so it's not feeling too bad. Humidity has dropped a little bit, the rain-cooled air showed up, so it's definitely no longer in the 90s for us, and most of the region has really cooled down those temperatures. Currently at Bushfield, still looking at some light rain, 79 right now, and you can see our dew points have actually dropped down into the 60s. So I get the question a lot, why do y'all talk about dew points? What is the dew point? Well, it's really just showing you how humid it is. So whenever dew points get into the 70s, that's when it's just unbearably muggy and humid and soupy, what we've been dealing with over the last couple of days and why our heat index has just been sky high. Once dew points get below 70, starts to feel a little bit more comfortable. Your body can now kind of sweat and evaporate your sweat easier, so you cool off more efficiently and you just don't get drenched like you do whenever dew points are much higher than that. And we should actually see dew points drop a few more degrees over the next couple of days as this cold front does continue moving off towards the east. So it's not going to push necessarily all the way through, and we're not going to be feeling like fall by any means. I'll first say that up front. It's definitely not going to feel like fall with this cold front moving through, but it's at least not going to feel as bad for us. So we're at least feel like temperatures will stay below 100 Wednesday and Thursday. But this cold front did kick up a number of strong thunderstorms. We had a few trees reported down in McCormick County, Saluda County, Tolliver County, even in Aiken, we've had a few, Aiken County, we've had a few reports of some damage there. But the severe weather threat has now moved south of us, so we're no longer looking at severe storms here locally in the CSRA, but still looking at some really torrential rainfall just outside of our viewing area to where there is a flash flood warning for Hampton County and Effingham County and a small slither of Screven County, but that does not include Sylvania or Rocky Ford. For us here in Augusta, we are still dealing with some light rain, and this is honestly thanks to just kind of some back building action from these thunderstorms. So rain-cooled air from those storms south of us, pushing that rain-cooled air towards us, kind of lifting up these light showers across town. We're not expecting severe weather here in Augusta, or really anywhere in the CSRA the rest of tonight, but we are going to continue the chance for rain. So if you do have plans the next couple of hours, it may not be a bad idea to keep that umbrella close by. Once we get into the overnight though, not expecting any rain overnight past midnight. Temperatures will cool off to near 70 by daybreak tomorrow morning. And by tomorrow afternoon, we should see high temperatures in the 80s to low 90s across the area. So a significant improvement from what we've seen. Now, I will say this, the cold front that I was just mentioning, it basically stalls out right along the I-95 corridor. So for some of our counties like Bamberg, Allendale, Screven, possibly even just kind of these I'm looking at here, Barnwell, Jenkins, portions of Burke and Emmanuel County, you're still going to be closest to that front, so it's still going to feel a little bit more humid for you. But the further west you go towards Atlanta, places like Washington, Sparta, Thompson, Gibson, Sandersville, up towards the lake, Clarks Hill Lake, Saluda, Edgefield, you're actually expecting your high temps to most likely stay in the 80s all afternoon tomorrow. So, and it's not going to feel as humid for the northern CSRA compared to the southern CSRA. And as far as rain chances go, just not expecting much Wednesday. If we do see rain, it most likely would be a higher probability for those counties that are expected to be closer to that front. So south and east of Augusta for the most part. Temperatures continue to feel a little bit better Thursday morning, so a few more spots working their way down to the 60s. Waking up early Thursday, and then throughout the day Thursday afternoon, just kind of another decent spread of temperatures to where the further north and west you get, the cooler you'll be, the further south and east you go, the hotter you're going to be, and the humidity will increase through that gradient as well. Now Friday morning currently looks like the coolest morning we'll see over the next 7 days, to where, how about this? A few spots north of town potentially could even see the mid 60s waking up early Friday. Places like Washington, Lincolnton, McCormick, Edgefield, Saluda, Johnston, Trenton, those type locations could feel very nice out there early Friday. Even for us here in Augusta and anywhere south of I-20, we're still expecting at least upper 60s for the first part of our Friday morning. So not a bad way to start the last day of the work week. As far as actual temperatures go, we should still be able to get close to 90 tomorrow here in Augusta, but working those highs back up closer to average by the weekend, 94, 95, and 94 Friday through Sunday. As far as rain chances go, as we just kind of saw with that hour-by-hour look, cannot rule out a few isolated showers and storms. It's mainly a concern for areas south and east of Augusta, so the closer you are to I-95 the next couple of days, you'll just have that low chance for a passing shower or storm. But for us here locally, even through the weekend, not looking like we're going to necessarily see a ton of rainfall. Really just focusing on the heat and humidity again by this weekend, with highs in the mid-90s, and feel like temperatures likely will be at least up to 100 Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. It's going to feel better the next couple of days. The 20% chance of rain you're seeing in the 7-day forecast for Wednesday and Thursday, just highlighting those areas south of I-20. So the closer you get to I-95, that's where that 20% is coming into play. If you live north of I-20, anywhere up towards the lake or anywhere closer to Atlanta, where you're just kind of going westbound down I-20, you're not expecting much rain the next couple of days, so don't let that 20% fool you. But later into the week, we get back to mid-90s, and those warmer mornings start to creep back in. So take advantage of the cool mornings while we have them the next several days. It should feel pretty good out there for most spots across the region. Hopefully you had a great day. The storms didn't impact you too much, and you were able to stay cool in that heat. We'll enjoy a little bit better outlook through at least Thursday afternoon. Have a great evening. We'll see you later tonight on News 12 at 11.